over to our mayor, Joe Petty, because he has a special announcement.
I just want to thank Deb and everybody really involved in this, the Equitarian, Lucy. Welcome to Worcester, Lucy. And Bill Wallace couldn't be here from the Worcester Historical Museum, but he was a collaborator too in a number of different organizations. Robert Goddard Day, and everybody always talks about from the city of Worcester, where they get started in Worcester and Auburn with these rockets. And it's a great day, and it's the 100th anniversary of the moon landing coming in July, which we have some events. And it's 100th, and 7 years from now, it'll be his 100th birthday, right? And I don't know if I'll be there, but I'm sure Deb and Bill Wallace will still be around. Maybe I'll still be there too.
I think we'll all be there.
But it's amazing where we all, it's all given us back, Robert Goddard. You know, you look what he's done back so many years ago, and what's come out of it. You know, you get the satellites, cell phones, GPS, jet propulsion, all from Robert Goddard, and where it all started right here in Worcester. The things that you don't think about, like LASIK surgery, the improved radial tires, modern firefighting equipment, all from here, and sports safety, and of course astronaut ice cream, all from Robert Goddard. But you know, it's a wonderful day today, and you know, he opened the skies and he opened up the heavens for us at the end of the day. So
we'll keep using that. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep track of that one.
I'm going to read the proclamation that we have here today, and we have Charlie who actually shook Robert Goddard's hand here today.
No, shook the hand. Shook the hand.
Oh, shook the hand. Shook the hand. Oh, that's why I missed that part.
Really
I don't want to age it too much. I don't think
I know. I'm glad you clarified that. I think you're quite old enough.
But it was whereas in October 1882, Robert Goddard was born in Worcester, Massachusetts. And whereas in March 1926, Robert Goddard launched Worcester's first liquid propellant rocket. And whereas in July 1969, Apollo 11 pilot Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. And whereas 50 years later, we celebrate the anniversary of the realization of Robert Goddard's dream of putting a man on the moon. And whereas the city of Worcester is proud to be the home of Robert Goddard, who has influenced countless parts of our lives. And whereas you can't get to the moon without Worcester. And now, therefore, I, Mayor Joseph M. Petty, do hereby proclaim Saturday, March 16, 2019, to be Robert Goddard Day in the city of Worcester, and encourage all its residents to recognize and participate in this observance. People don't know, we have a nice monument over by South High School, over by going to the airport for Robert Goddard.
Exactly.
It was put that in there.
It was a committee, Barbara Burka and a whole active citizens committee. Deirdre Laughlin was on it.
Yeah.
And it's on the property that's managed by the Greater Worcester Land Trust, which is one of the partner organizations we work with. And actually, I was there leading a hike this morning. And the same thing happened. Everybody gathered around it, and they were like, oh, really? And it's actually got a lot of great information right at the corner of Apricot Street and Goddard Memorial Drive. So you can, yeah, right. Put that on your list.
Who's the lady that would push that? The
I can't remember.
But anyways, it's the proclamation.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much. Yeah, great. Oh yeah. Come on, Lucy, come on up. You have to have Lucy in here too. This is very collaborative. Many, many groups. And now we're going to hear from Lucy Hale, who is head of the Ecotarium, fairly new to Worcester, but now owns a home right in the city. And she's, I think she's drunk the Kool-Aid. She loves Worcester. This, by the way, is the smiley face button, another invention in Worcester. I hope you all know that. You know, Harvey Ball invented the smiley face when two insurance companies were merging and they wanted to establish goodwill. It kind of took off. So, anyway.
Thank you so much, Deb. Thank you so much, Deb. And thank you to everyone here at Mass Audubon for hosting us today at Meadow Brook. I am representing also my counterpart in this collaboration, Bill Wallace, with the Worcester Historical Museum. Bill sends his regrets he couldn't be here today. But we're so excited, and thank you, Mayor Petty, for the proclamation of Robert Goddard Day today, celebrating the 1926 launch of the first liquid-fueled rocket right here in central Massachusetts in Auburn. And this collaboration between the organizations in Worcester that Bill and I have sort of organized and inspired everyone to be a part of is really because Robert Goddard was the person who is innately curious about the world around him, and that's what we want everyone to be. Whether it's in history or language arts or science or nature, whatever it is, to be curious about that world. And we couldn't think of a better place to kick that off than here at Mass Audubon. Audubon is leading the charge on climate education, and we thought that's so important, and that's something that if Robert Goddard were alive today, he'd probably be very involved with, and we thought it was a perfect place to launch this year of celebrations. The 50th anniversary of the manned flight, the landing on the moon, where Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin walked on the moon, is this summer. It's on July 20th, 2019. And that celebration, there'll be a big celebration in Worcester that will be announced with many of our partners and our collaborators in the city. We're very excited about it. But there's a lot of events leading up to it. We've decided that 2019 will really be a year of celebrations. And Discover Central Mass is helping us by putting all these events on their calendar. We have a hashtag Worcester on the moon. You can't get to the moon without Worcester, so a hashtag Worcester on the moon. And all the events have that hashtag to help people find them easily. There's a lot coming up this month in March, and I want to give a shout out to Bill and his team. They've brought Michael Neufeld, the curator of the Space History Division with the Smithsonian from DC. He's going to be speaking at the Worcester Historical Museum on March 27th, and there's many events like that coming up here in Worcester over the course of the next year. We'll be hosting for the launch of Apollo 11 on July 16th, 2 days before my birthday. At the Ecotarium, we'll be hosting some fun events, but lots of our partners, Technocopia, hopefully the Art Museum will do some stuff here at Broadmeadow. You guys have things going on. The city has wonderful projects going on. Many of our partners, like the Aldrich Astronomical Society and the library. Lots of wonderful things happening in the city to celebrate Robert Goddard and to celebrate Worcester on the Moon. So thank you all for being here.